What's up, everybody? It's another week of pickups. Hope you guys are ready, because I got some games up at the Van Buren Swap Meet while I was hanging out hunting with the OGP. So, make sure you guys go check out his channel so you guys can see his side of the hunting, that we did, and check out the stuff that he found as well. But let's get to my pickups to show you what I got today. First off was a doozy. We got there a little bit late because we stayed up real late doing a dumpster dive video, as you guys probably already saw over on his channel. But for $2, the very first game that I picked up, and I'm a big fan of this series, for the PlayStation 1 I picked up Contra, Legacy of War. Not bad for $2, but what I was trying to figure out was, I know I have a PS1 game of Contra, but the one that I had was it's a 2-disc. It comes with a dual disc case, and so I assumed this was a different game, but for some reason it is the same game but different variant or something like that. In fact, let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, here's the one that I have. It came in like a 2-disc case, but apparently I just checked just now, and it is actually a 1-disc. But for some reason, they made this one in a 2-disc, case for some reason, with the nice big manual right there. I don't know if it's the same as the other one, but this one seems pretty thick. Kind of weird. But yeah, if it's the same game as this one, which it is, yeah, Legacy of War, this is a hard game to play. I cannot get past the first level, and that's playing co-op as well. I'll definitely need to put that one back in and give it another try, but this is the one that I got today. It's a single disc case, and the manual is definitely different, because this one's thinner. This one is definitely a lot thinner. Yeah. Thinner. But, I felt kind of bad because I know that OGP actually, I found this one first, but when I found out that it was the same game, I almost considered giving it to him, but because it's a different variant, different, two different style versions of the game, I figured, I'm going to keep it. So now I got both. And I only paid $2, so I mean that's pretty good. It's like a $13 game if I remember correctly. And also at the same booth, I picked up a for the GameCube. It's a little microphone phone for the Mario parties, like some of the Mario parties. Never used this before, but I asked the guy how much. He said $3. Said it works. So I was like, yeah, might as well pick it up for $3. So, but before we actually took off to go hunting, OGP had a big bin of duplicate games. And there's a lot of them. I mean, he's coming across a whole bunch of games out there. But this one was a duplicate that he got, so he just gave me this one. And this one is the Grinch. Which is also a Konami game, so I imagine it's a decent game, being Konami. So we walked around a little bit more, weren't finding much, and then we finally found the game vendor that's always there. And, there was a game that I saw that I've been wanting for a long time, so I ended up caving in. I picked it up. I paid about what it's worth, face value, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. I've been looking for this one for the Super Nintendo, but haven't come across it yet on a cheap price. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger. He wanted $22 for this, which is outrageous because you can pick it up for $15 on eBay any day. But also at his booth, I picked up because it was really clean, and for $3 I picked up a Super Pinball Behind the Mask. $3, why not? It's my smallest collection, so let's see, what else did I get? Oh yeah, here we go. Came across another guy that had a couple games in there where OGP picked up, I believe he got a couple like DS games, I believe. But I saw this lonely Super Nintendo game sitting there, so I pulled it up. I asked the guy how much. He wanted $3, and I was like, could you do 2? And He's like, nah, I can't. I gotta have $3. So I was gonna put it back down, but before I put it down, he was like, okay, $2. So for $2, I picked up, and I may have this one. I hope I don't. Championship Pool. Yeah, I'm a fan of pool. I like playing the real game, and I like the Yahoo Pool. If you guys ever played that, the Yahoo Pool is pretty cool. And then as OGP had to drain the lizard, there was a vendor nearby. I ended up walking over there, and they had a couple NES games. One in particular that I saw that I've been looking for a while. And the label is actually not the greatest. But for $10, I picked up Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Now I just need to get part 2. That one's a little more pricier, but not bad for $10. I mean, the label's not the greatest, but I've been wanting to play this game. You know, it's Capcom. You can't go wrong with that. And then the other one that I picked up is Ultimate Quest of the Avatar. Only paid $8 for that one. That one's a real nice, clean label right there. Everything about it's just nice. So for $8, I picked it up. But then before we left, we hit up the regular game dude, Edgar, and he had a bunch of cool stuff there. I ended up picking up one of the PlayStation games, and that is Time Crisis for the PlayStation 1.
Action! Action!
Not bad for $4, man. Thanks for hooking me up with that, Edgar. I really appreciate that. This nice, clean. Oh yeah, who doesn't love Time Crisis? But of course, this is for the PS1. I don't think I have any guns for the PS1. In fact, there was a box with a PS1 gun, which I thought about picking up, but I ended up passing because I didn't want to carry it around, because we had just gotten there. So I ended up passing, and I forgot about it until after we left. But that is all we got, or that's all I got at the swap meet. We ended up going to a couple thrift stores, you know, a couple duds, but then we hit up Salvation Army, and I came across this bad boy. Nice GameCube controller. It's a GameStop brand, but I actually enjoy using this brand because it's got a special turbo option to make your buttons turbo, and that helps a lot when you're playing like shooter games and whatnot. So definitely like using this controller. You know, of course, the original brand, Nintendo brand's a good controller, but I definitely prefer this one over the original controller. So, you know, for $4, you can't go wrong with that. You know, $4.25. So I picked that up. It's nice and clean, and we ended up going to some community thrift store, and it was like super packed. We walked in there, and everybody's just like grabbing stuff, and I could see why, because there was a bunch of stuff in that store. Good stuff, good prices. Definitely cannot wait to go back to this thrift store that I picked these up at. For $1.99, I probably have this one, but I saw it, or no, $1.95. But I saw it and had to pick it up. Gran Turismo 3. I probably do have it, but I picked it up anyways for $2. And if I do have it, you know, I'll use it for trade bait or whatnot. But this one I'm actually excited about. For $1.95, I got me one of those, what's the brand? Oh yeah, Tiger handheld game, LCD game. And this one is the Jurassic Park for $1.99. Still in the bag. Let me take it out of the bag. Get a better look at that. Pretty cool looking handheld thing. It definitely, you know, has seen better days. Got some scuff marks on there, but not a bad find for $1.95. But we ended up going to the H&R thrift store on the way back to OGP's place, and we went in the back, and the dude was there that had all a bunch of games and stuff, but they were way overpriced. So we ended up like walking away and leaving, and then I found a couple NES games in boxes up at the front. And one of the games I ended up letting OGP get, and it was like a Wayne Gretzky game. They were half off. They were like $6.95 or something like that, half off. It was like $3.50 with the half off. And so I let OGP pick up the Wayne Gretzky game, and then I picked up this game, which I do not have yet, and I still don't have because in the box it wasn't shredded. It was a game that I already have, which I knew it was this game before I bought it because I checked it. But I was like, you know what, for $3.50. Yeah, I might as well pick it up. You know, trade bait, right? So got Kung Fu. So we ended up getting back over to OGP's place, and you know, I was getting pretty tired because we were out all day. We were up all night with the dumpster dive thing. So I pretty much got on the road after we got back to his place. But I did stop off at one more place that I also didn't film, and that was the local Goodwill over by OGP's. And I found this bad boy for $10. Super Soaker. Now, I can't remember where I figured out, but not too long ago, I heard that these are actually like worth value. They have value to them. And this particular one right here has sold on eBay for as much as like $50, like not even in the box. This one is complete, brand new in the box. So I'm assuming I could probably get at least more than $50 for this thing. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to hold on to it for now. But I might end up putting it up on like Craigslist or something in the future. But that was a cool find right there. In fact, I think that's my big find of the week. Yeah! So had a lot of fun hanging out with OGP. Definitely make sure you guys go check out his side of the video. We had, we did some different things on each other's videos and stuff like that. So definitely go check out his version. All right, well that's gonna do it for this week's Fluffy Gamer Show. I had a lot of fun out there hanging out with the OGP. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. But as always, I am the Fluffy One, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Reunited and it feels so good.